Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to JT's Vending Services LLC's YouTube/TikTok channel. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Today, I wanted to do this video to cover the 4 bank accounts that anyone over the age of 25 should have. And you can have anybody can set these up over the age of 25 and should set these up. So it'll help you set a budget and stick to it. Even if you don't have a budget with these accounts, just having your money allocated to go to a specific location keeps you from snatching it when just for fun, losing it, messing with it mysteriously, and you don't have enough for an emergency. So a little bit about me, like growing up, I knew nothing about a budget. I knew nothing about finances and how to handle money. I thought the purpose of money was to get the money, spend it on the stuff that I wanted so I can look and feel cool. That was a lie. I was told often growing up that you don't need a bank account. I used to cash my checks and anything I needed at a 7-Eleven or corner store, as we called it. And in my neighborhood, it was the Arabs. They ran the corner stores. So they would take 150 to $200 off $1,000 check. And at the time, I didn't understand it. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I want the money. So I would give it up every time. And it wasn't only me. Most of the people I grew up with did that. So I told myself, when I got in a position where I can understand how to handle money, I wanted to put the information out there. So with that being said, please continue to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We truly appreciate all of you guys' support. Our channel is growing, and we are extremely excited to just be a part of helping you guys grow and learn about money. What's wrong, Mom? So anytime my wife give me a look, we are the last leg of our pregnancy. So anytime she look at me, I just had to ask her, she all right? See if I need to get up and do something. Just to keep peace in this house. So anyway, so let's jump into it. So the first account that you would need, and I would advise you, please stop listening to broke people. Stop listening to people in your neighborhood. Stop listening to people that have nothing, and probably do your own research. Don't even trust what I'm saying, but just verify. Go look it up. Go look at anybody that's financially well off, and I guarantee you they have multiple accounts, because when you put your money, like I used to do, I used to put my money in a box and put it to the side and hold on to it, and it looked like I was stacking a lot of money, but the value of the money was being eroded or disappearing from this thing called inflation. So when prices of things go up, you can tell. I'm 40 years old. You can't take a dollar bill to the store and buy 4 items anymore. It's called inflation. Prices go up. That dollar becomes less. You can buy less with it. It's still a solid dollar. Hold on, let me show you. You like spicy stuff, Charlie? What you eat spicy? Don't eat those are for meal preps. Don't eat those. Anyway, so
My mom said they were pork chops.
they're pork chops, yeah, but they're for the meal preps that I'm making for next week. Do you want a piece of pork chop?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll cut you a little piece. Let me finish the video, okay? All right. So right now, this is a $20 bill. As early as 2000, you could get a tank of gas with a $20 bill. Somebody give you a ride somewhere, you give them $5, $10, they can fill their tank back up. Now, a $20 bill, it's like the new dollar bill. If you break $100 bill, it's gone. So that's that inflation. So the physical aspect of the money is still a $20 bill, but the value goes from being able to buy $20 worth of things back in the day and it rolls like that. If that's a good example. So today our $20 is really about right there. That's how much we can get. I was just trying to think of a quick example so I can give my daughter some piece of the meal prep pork chops I made. So that's what happens when you have the physical money, but the money erodes over time because of the value of it. It's not worth 20 anymore. It's worth maybe $4 or $5. So you still have the physical money, like I said, but it doesn't have the value. So you can't buy as much. So 4 basic bank accounts. The first one, number one, is a basic checking account. You need a basic checking account, and if you're married, you and your spouse need to have access to this bank account. One bank account, one flesh, one family, one bank account. I'm telling you guys, it works. Me and my wife did it, and it is the best thing I have ever done in my entire life, other than marry her and have kids with her. But it helped us hold each other accountable for the money, so then we could easily track what's coming in and what's going out. So basic checking account, if you're married, all these accounts needs to be joint with the one you're married to legally, not staying together, living with, girlfriend, long time relationship. No, because if that person decides to take that money out of their account and split it, then you're done. So anyway, a basic savings account is number 2. A basic savings account to where you have at least your $1,000 emergency fund for your Dave Ramsey's baby steps. It teaches you to have that $1,000 in your emergency fund, and that is so if you have a in between paydays you got a tire go flat or some emergency that simple things like a tire or car problems, or you need to get an Uber or something, call a tow truck. You can get it done like from that savings account. And that's just what we typically do. And then after that, I would recommend having a high yield savings account. The first one is for your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. If you can save up 3 to 6 months of your household expenses, move that over into a high yield savings account, and then let that money sit there and grow and work while you don't have a big emergency. That's how it works. And that money earns interest over time. And the more it sits there, the more it grows. And then the 4th bank account will be another high yield savings account. You can have 2. I like Goldman Sachs, SoFi, Ally. They have their secure online high yield savings accounts. But the thing is, and that money can be accessed within like 24 hours. Almost instantly, you can get the money back. But with that 4th account, you want to have, I wrote down like fun life stuff, fun stuff, events. If you're planning a vacation like we are for 2026, it's to put money over in that high yield savings account. Again, it has a higher rate of return than a basic checking and savings. It's not extremely high, but extra 5-6% on your money that is sitting there and doing nothing is better than being eroded by sitting in a box at home. You're losing the value. So, and I think I looked at my investment accounts. I'm at about 16 rate of return, about 16% overall in the market from investing. But that'll be another video. But right now, you need 4 basic bank accounts. You need a basic checking for your bills, a basic savings account for your $1,000 emergency fund, or just some quick cash you need for an emergency. And then after that, your 3rd account will be a high yield savings account for put your 3 to 6 month emergency fund. However much you and your wife or you're putting up, if you're single, put it in that high yield savings and leave it there so it can grow. And the 4th account, like I said, is a fun account. It's that 4th high yield savings account, and you can have multiple accounts with the high yield savings with the same company. And you can put fun stuff, planning for a car. Like we're planning for a car for my son, and we're moving money into a high yield savings account as he grows. And when he's able to drive and of age, whatever money he puts in, we'll take that money and put towards a car. And that's what we're trying to do with him, as with our 4-year-old now. So, and we have another baby girl on the way, and we'll do her the same way. We'll set up an account where there's a recurring amount moved over until she hit a certain age. So those 4 accounts will help you handle about 95% of life, because we know as adults that bad things are going to happen. We know this. Problems are going to arise. But what we need to understand is we need to be prepared financially, because being prepared financially to handle most situations of about $5,000 to $10,000, that takes a lot of stress off you, and it makes you feel better. Then you can focus on doing more, and it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, if that makes sense. I was always told that as a kid. I was always told that by my dad, and it didn't sink in. So I pray and hope this sinks in. May God continue to bless you guys. Thank you for supporting our channel. We truly appreciate all of the support. Please have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. I know it's going to be raining here in Memphis, but we're working on some additional videos that we'll be posting tomorrow about Thomas Sowell and just all of his knowledge and wisdom about economics and like how the world really works. That's what it reminds me of. So please take notes. I'll post the four accounts in the show notes. I love you guys. I'm finna feed my daughter. So you guys have a blessed day. Be safe. Au revoir. A bientôt. À la prochaine. Charlie, you want to come and say bye-bye? YouTube.
Bye.
Come here and say bye. What are you writing on? Uh-oh. Oh, you're writing on the book. Okay. Sorry, well, let me show you what she got going on. Right now. She's writing on a board.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys. Remember to budget.
Remember to budget.
All right, guys.